Hey guys, how's it going? And welcome to my 1000 subscribers Draw My Life video. So I was trying to decide in between a setup video or a Draw My Life video, and obviously I chose a Draw My Life video, and this is obviously not your usual and stereotypical Draw My Life video because I don't have a way of actually recording me drawing anything right now. So I had to do it on Paint, and I gotta say, the stuff that I drew looks absolutely horrible, and it would look absolutely horrible if I drew it straight out as well. So without further ado, I really hope you guys do enjoy it. Let's hop right into it. I was born in a small town in Pennsylvania in August 1996. And my brothers actually took about 24 hours, both of them, with my mom in labor. When my mom got in labor and got into the hospital room, I came out in 7 minutes, so obviously I was just ready to hit the world. My entire life, I have been a Christian, and it is more of who I am than what I am, and I'm sorry if this in any way makes you feel like that you can't enjoy my content anymore. I'm sorry that you're intolerant, but yeah, it's just who I am, and I want you guys to know that. And honestly guys, if you ever want to talk to me about it, if you want to debate with me about it, I would be more than happy to, because I love debating and I would love to talk to you guys about it. If you want to, I will never ever shove it down your throat or ever make you feel like that. I will try my best not to, but if you guys do ever want to talk about it, feel free. So on to my life. So in first grade was the first time that I ever played RuneScape. Like most people's first times ever playing, it was because of their older sibling. And most people have their thing that they do when they start playing RuneScape. Some people it's woodcutting, some people it's fishing. Mine was mining. I was always a miner until one day my account got hacked. I mean, I probably worked on that account for a year, and it was probably only like 30 mining. But you know, that hurts a little, kid, you know? And my brother was kind of done with the game, so he gave me his account. And that's the account that you guys see me on. Well, you don't ever see me on it, but that's TDWP or my alt. That's his account from way back in the day because my account got hacked. But yeah, I was always a miner, and it was a lot of fun, you know, always just in the Valley mines, just mining every day after school, not really knowing how to play the game or really knowing what to do in the game. Also in first grade, I started playing RuneScape, but I also made my first real friend. His name was David. So it was the first day of first grade, and it was raining outside, so we couldn't go outside for recess, and I wanted to play Chutes and Ladders, but I had no idea how to. And he knew how, and he just came down and sat with me and played with me. And it's kind of crazy to think that someone that you met for just because it was raining 11, 12, 13 years ago is one of your best friends today. That's kind of crazy how those things happen. As the years go on, I still play RuneScape, of course, but being a littler kid in like 2nd, 3rd, 4th grade, you see guys with like full dragon, and you're just kind of discouraged as a little kid. Because you're like, how do they get that? I can't even get 20k. How do they get millions of gold? And, you know, it just kind of discourages you, so you start to play other games. For me, I played Neopets a little bit. I think that was in 3rd grade when I mainly played that. But, I played a couple of other games, other than RuneScape during that time. But, I still played RuneScape quite a bit. No, I didn't start to play RuneScape seriously again until about 5th grade when I met Bennett. So, a few of you guys know about Bennett. I talked about him in one of my past videos, and also if you guys have been watching me for a very long time, he used to stream with me in the summer of 2014. He would come over and we'd just stream for a bit. But, yeah, he played RuneScape too, and as soon as we found out that both of us played RuneScape, we have been best friends since. I just remember him saying to another friend of his that his brother has 99 woodcutting, and I was like, what? Your brother plays RuneScape? And then turns out his whole family does. So that's pretty much how Bennett and I started. And then my other best friend, his name's Enrique, as you can see on the right. And he was pretty much a ladies' man at my school. Of course, David and I were always left out, but Enrique and David and me were always just the best of friends. It was always the three of us. We went everywhere together. And that's how it's been since. We're all still best friends. And of course, like most middle schoolers, we do all go through our Call of Duty phase. And of course, I went through mine. Call of Duty 5 was more of my game than the Black Ops's or the Modern Warfare 2. I did enjoy Black Ops 1 though, that was a great game. But I mainly played Call of Duty 5, and just because I was a beast at zombies, I loved the game. And yeah, during the time I didn't play much RuneScape. I would play when I was over at Bennett's house or something like that, but during the time I didn't play too much RuneScape, but it was still one of my favorite games. And around this time in middle school is when I fell in love with metal. Not the rocks, obviously, but the music. The music, it really changed my life. It made me who I am today. And like most kids that fall in love with metal, you go through your quote-unquote scene phase where you have the long hair and the bracelets and you think everyone hates you and all that crappy stuff, but that's stupid. Once you get past that, metal isn't what people make it out to be. It's not just a bunch of guys screaming about wanting to cut their throats. It really has a lot of emotion, and it's affected me till this day. And for some of you guys that might be wondering, my favorite metal bands are like August Burns Red, Bullet for My Valentine, and if you know my main, his name is TDWP. That's a play off the metal band The Devil Wears Prada. So metal has really affected my life, and if you're a metalhead, you'll know what I'm talking about. The first day of 8th grade is when I met the person that would affect my life more than I could possibly imagine. And I saw her on the bus for the first time. On the first day of school, she got on the bus, and I thought she was so pretty. Her name was Sam, and throughout that year, we just became really good friends, you know? I don't even remember how we first started talking, but we just became great friends, and eventually turned into best friends, and eventually turned into a relationship. After I meet her on the bus for the first time in 8th grade, a year and a half passes, and I'm about to graduate my freshman year, and she's about to graduate her 8th grade year, and we just start dating. And you know what? We were that couple that everybody wanted to be. We were the couple that people looked at and were like, wow, I wish I was in a relationship like that, because you know what? We were so happy together. We looked so happy together, and we related so well, and we were just a great couple together. And within a week, I got my job at Chick-fil-A, got my license, and celebrated my 1 year with Sam, and I just felt on top of the world. Like, what could possibly go wrong? Where could my life possibly go downhill from here? Around my 10th grade year is when I got back into RuneScape seriously again. But I got back in the wrong time, because obviously about 3 years ago is when EOC came out, and you know, I tried playing EOC for a bit, but it just wasn't my style, and I didn't like it all that much. But obviously Oldschool RS came out a little bit after that, and obviously I have been playing Oldschool RuneScape since the release, haven't taken a single break from it, and I don't regret it one bit. And also around this time is when I picked up a bass for the first time. As you can see to the left of me in the picture, that is a bass. It's a bass guitar, and you know, I figured since I like the music, why not play the music? So I started playing metal, and I still play the bass to this day. I don't really make music with a band, even though, you know, I would like to someday, and that'd be fun. But right now it's just kind of like a hobby, and it's a lot of fun. Up until this point in my life, I've had a pretty good life, you know? I've got a girlfriend, a long-term girlfriend, I've got a good job, I go to a school that has been treating me well, up until 11th grade though. So, in 11th grade, my school brought in a new teacher, and he was very different. He was actually a college professor before he came to my school. And you know, that's not a totally bad thing, because you can get a pretty good education from him. But the downside is that he had Asperger's syndrome. And if you guys don't know what that is, it is a type of autism, and it makes you just unrelatable to other people, really. He had a very hard time relating with other kids, and he was an incredibly strict teacher. And unless you were top of the class, you could not survive in the class. And I had 3 classes with him that I couldn't get out of, and so did Enrique, and that's both of us in the pictures. We were both failing his class, and we both had to leave the school because of it. And He went to homeschooling and I went to another local school in the area, and that was just really rough on me. That's when my depression and anxiety first started happening to me, and it was pretty rough, but I got over it. It wasn't a huge stronghold in my life, but it did affect me enough that it hurt me. But after I left the school, time goes on, and Sam and I celebrated our 2-year anniversary that year. But my depression started to get a little bit worse, and it really started to affect me in life. And it was really rough, but she made me really happy and really distracted me from those feelings, so I couldn't fully understand what was happening to me, but that was all about to change. Jump to August 6, 2014. Sam and I had just gotten back from vacation together, and we had a blast, or at least I did. And we got back on separate days because I had to be back early for work, and she stayed an extra day. And the day that she came back, she told me that she wanted to meet at our spot. It was the spot that we first kissed at. It was the spot where we had our first fight. Every couple has their spot, and that was our spot. And I went there, and she left me. She never gave me a reason, and it was easily the most difficult thing that I've ever had to go through in my entire life. And that really destroyed me. When that happened, I began to face severe depression and anxiety and a severe eating disorder, and it was not a good time at all. During this time and the months following, I wasn't me. I wasn't happy. I didn't talk to people. I was really hurt, and I didn't eat either. At one point, I lost 20 pounds in a week. I went from 130 to 110, and that was really rough. And I had to be medicated for my depression because I just couldn't do it anymore. I thought about suicide, but I was never seriously considering it. But everyone that faces trauma like that thinks about suicide, but whether or not they're actually serious about it is a totally different thing, and I never was. But I definitely did think about it. So for the first few months, they were pretty rough, like I already said, but I then realized something. I'm the only one that is making me feel that way. There's nothing that is telling me that I have to feel like that I have to feel like I don't deserve to live or I shouldn't live. I was the only one telling me that I had to feel like that. And I changed myself. I threw away the depression medication. I started eating again. I started being myself. I started being social. And you know what? It wasn't all me. It was also those 3 guys that I talked about throughout the video, David, Bennett, and Enrique. They really saved my life too. If you don't have great friends backing you during those times, you're gonna want to give up. You're going to want to do what I was thinking about doing. And if you are going through something like that, like I went through, just remember that sometimes to be fixed, first you need to be broken. And that's an important lesson that I had to learn myself, and that everyone needs to learn at some point. And also, you can get through it, I promise you, because today I am a completely and changed person that I was 6 months ago. I am not the person that I was 6 months ago. And this is where you guys come in. So, I had my YouTube channel back in the summer of 2014, but I wasn't serious at all. I had like 30 subscribers and no one watched me. But after I got over my depression, I really wanted to like affect people and their lives. So in about December of 2014, I really started getting serious about YouTubing, not for me, but so that I could affect other people's lives. And I feel like I've been doing an okay job at that, you know? And to know that 1,000 people have liked me enough to hit that subscribe button, it means so much to me, guys. So thank you if you are an existing sub. It really means a lot to me because you give me the encouragement to go on with my day. And I really hope that I can give you encouragement right now to continue on with your day. And I'm going to keep YouTubing, guys. A lot of you guys say, I really love the vids, don't stop. There is no end in sight right now. You know, my channel is only growing. Right now, we're getting about 20 subs a day, and I feel blessed for that. That's insane. So thank you guys. Seriously, thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. Thank you guys for PMing me. Almost daily, I get somebody new PMing me and telling me how much they enjoy my content. And for the comments that you guys leave in my video or telling me how badly you want me to stream, it doesn't even matter what you guys say. Just thank you so much for all the encouragement, and I really do hope that I'm putting out the best content for you guys, and if I'm not, tell me, okay? Because I want to make sure that I'm putting out the best content for you guys that I possibly can. And that's me. That's CJ. That is who I am. And if you guys did enjoy the video, please hit that like button. And if you're not already subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. It seriously means the world to me. And if you're a first-time viewer, go check out my Iron Man series. I'd say it's pretty great. You be the judge of it for yourself. And without further ado, guys, have a great night.